More than a more than a dot.
Welcome to the More Than Dad podcast. I'm your host, Lou Mobe. I'm joined by the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
What's good, y'all?
And we back.
Yo, it feel different.
Why I feel different?
I don't know, we far apart today.
Oh, we was on the love seat, now we back to the sofa.
Yeah. We was close the last time we recorded. What's up, bro? How's dad life?
Dad life is crazy, bro. Your man Manny coming back from kindergarten with all the cool slang now, bro.
What'd he say?
Dad, that's super lit.
For real?
Dad, that's so lit. I'm like, man, if you don't stop saying lit, like I don't even know like where you acquired lit from, but
it's stuck on a loop in his head now, bro.
Then he tried to say it was in his tablet. Like he said, they say it on my tablet. Like,
All right,
like what are you watching?
YouTube.
Oh my god.
Your kids watch YouTube, don't they?
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. You gotta be careful with the YouTube, man.
They watch YouTube Kids. It don't matter.
They don't watch regular YouTube?
No.
Ash be on the regular YouTube, bro. He out of pocket though. Ash told me the other day when I'm like he had all these like he was eating all these snacks. So he had ate all these snacks. So when I came in the room, it was like just empty wrappers. And I had this thing where like I always tell him like to put stuff in the trash. He never put nothing in the trash. So I'm like, so you know, as a parent, you just like irritated. So I just came out, I'm like, yo, clean this up. He gonna say something, Dad, they're not curse words, they're snacks.
What does that even mean?
It means they snacks.
Oh man.
So they not curse words, they snacks. So they told me.
Yeah, Manny just think he's just so cool. He's so smart. Yo, he's like, how do you know that, Dad? Because I'm your dad. Like I ain't even got to give you a real explanation.
No, absolutely.
Man, let's get into this, man.
So you want to get into the dad in the wheelchair that was assisting the daughter?
Oh yeah, so it's this video on Instagram, and I wanted to talk about it. So the dad is a wheelchair bound dad, and all the other dads up there helping their daughters perform this dance recital, and they're standing regular and lifting their kid, and he did like a modified version with his abilities in a wheelchair, and it was kind of like emotional for me to watch.
Right.
That's even with a handicap or a physical disability, it doesn't change his responsibility, and like he out here still getting it done as a father.
Yeah, absolutely.
In his wheelchair, you know what I mean? And to me, it was just mad emotional. And I just wanted to like ask you, like I guess God picked like certain people for these tasks. We talk about all the time, like whether you might be injured or disabled or have a disabled kid, like like the challenges of that, and that's a whole different level of like parenting. And I wanted to get your take on that.
It's just it speaks to like more so how we talk about like the job never done. Like that's just your role. Like that's your role when you have kids. Like you have to show up in the best way that you could show up, and if like like your limitations and none of that stuff really can hold you back. And kids don't even really like. I don't even know if they even look at it like like. I mean, I'm sure they look at it like, my parent has a limitation, but as a parent, you like don't want them to feel it.
Right.
Like you don't want them to feel no different just because like I got a limitation. Like no, I'm gonna have to show up in the best way I know how to show up, and especially if like if you didn't have that, like that limitation, your like entire life or their entire life, like we blessed to be able to be here today to just still have all your functioning abilities and all of that, and that's just like how we are today. But like anything can happen, and tomorrow like anybody could become paralyzed. and like those things change. So like you still gonna want to show up in the best way that you know how to show up.
It made me think about like right now I have a like terrible feeling of, so I work from home, won't complain about it, but I work later in the day. I
Right.
might work like noon to 8 or even later if I have to like, stop work to cook or go get the kids from school or whatever. So I might just work longer. I might work till like, you know, 9 or 10, but like in between that, I might have washed the kids up. I might have cooked dinner.
Right.
I have that ability to just go back and get what I need to get done if it's even that urgent. But I have a feeling of like Osa now knows like, Daddy, what you doing? I'll be like, Daddy working. Oh, Daddy working? And,
Right.
and I don't like that it's like, oh, Daddy can't play with me because he working. And I'm sitting here looking at this man who don't have no excuses. He can't even dance,
Right.
right? And he go up there and put on a dance recital, but I'm giving her this lame excuse like, Daddy can't, play with you right now because I'm working, almost as a limitation or almost as an excuse,
Right.
you know. So it just, like you said, job never done, no excuses, you know. The kids can't even like put it together like that. Something is wrong with you, like, yo, Daddy, why can't you? Like, you probably get tired of saying why you can't do it.
Right. Yeah. That's a
It's
fact.
you probably had that same limitation if it's a financial thing. Like, Daddy, I want to go to Disney. Like, as a
Right.
man, it's gonna be on you. Like, damn, I can't even take my kid to Disney World. Like,
Yeah. Listen, all of it. That's why I said like you try to show up in the best way that you can, because like it could be defeating, not just for like you said, like not just a physical standpoint, but a financial standpoint. Like all of that will weigh on your mental. Like all of that will cause anxiety and stress, and which then to turn around and weigh on your physical. So like yeah, you just it's just the pressures of being a parent, and I'm not like that's just. I mean, I don't even know if it's just like I think it's parents in general. Like I think like as men and women, like we all feel that pressure of like having to show up and do these things, and it's some people out there who just don't. They don't. They don't show up. They check out the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's not everybody not built for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn that like through being a parent, like you just got to be built for like certain thing. Like you got to be built for like I might not get no rest, or I might have to like you just got to be built for it. Like and everybody not built for it, but yeah, I think all parents feel the pressure of like having to show up and like in that way. It just shows it shows in different ways, but it's even more when you see a person that has like some sort of limitation, and then like how they try to go above and beyond and do it, to overcompensate basically.
and it's crazy because like some people just take it for granted. Like maybe he wasn't that and at that level, and then that happened, and it like boosted.
Right.
Sometimes you just take a lot of it for granted. To be that present and like what the actual goal is and like what the main thing is. The main thing is really your family. Everything else is kind of second. But society will have you shuffling that priority list a lot.
Right.
I
Right.
wanted to
Right.
ask a good follow up question to that. Was like, it's always this thin line between like taking care of you and like uh, going above for your kids. It's like this thin line, like you were just mentioning the stress. Like, yeah, I might have worked 20 doubles to get the kid, be able to fly the kids to Disney World and have a vacation, but it's like you work 20 doubles.
Right. So you still feel. I think we all have to find ways to decompress. I think we all need to find like, and I know it's difficult as a parent, especially like a full time parent. And it's like if you're a single parent too, like it's even less time. But like you have to find those little moments in there where you could get a reprieve, because if you don't, you're gonna get burnt out, and then if you get burnt out, then you're useless to everybody. You can't help anybody if you get burnt out. So you just gotta find, like I said, them little gaps you get in there that you can get a break. You have to like take a break. If you don't take a break, you're definitely gonna get burnt out, because it's a lot. It's like I said, it's a mental thing, it's a physical thing. Being a parent is exhausting. It's a full-time job. It's never it's like you go to work and then that's a full-time job, and then you get off and you take care of your kids, and like, so it's like you got two full-time jobs. So at some point you have to find a balance to be able to at least like do something for you, even if it's one thing you do small for a week. Maybe it's an hour out your week, just something to hit the reset button to take some of that stress off you, so you don't, build up and explode.
For example, like I fish. What would you say you do?
I play 2K.
You play 2K?
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2K.
I think once it get too cold to go fish, I think I'm gonna go back to the gun range.
Right.
I got 2 guns that I never even shot before, and that I own.
Right.
I want to unload with them.
Put some rounds through them. Some mileage on them, Johns.
What else you got on your docket?
So it was this kid that got in trouble in school because he was talking to another student. And the teacher decided to take all of his
like his classroom points,
right, like his class points that he earned, like his little class bucks, and he was upset about it. He had wrote a note to the teacher, so he got in trouble about it. So I'm gonna play this clip so y'all can hear it.
This lady on Facebook said her coworker had to have a conference with her son's teacher because of a note he wrote. Dear Miss Jones, I am very angry of you because you took 25 of my hummingbird bugs, all because I was talking to Connor. That's no big deal. I'm only 6. I can't be quiet all the time. And that makes you a thief. and a crook. You die going to hell, real hell, the burning one, because you a thief. I worked hard for those bucks. My only prayer in chapel today was that God get you to hell fast. And your new haircut is bad, real.
And your new haircut is bad, real bad.
You're going crazy. He was burnt out, man. He was fried. He made a lot of sense though. Like, I'm 6, bro. Like, why I can't talk to Connor?
Yo, it's what's funny to me is like I sent that video to my wife and Kadeem. I was like, yo, I got Manny D for having that level of emotional intelligence and expressing himself in written format to a teacher, because he can like damn near read and spell like now at 5. Like,
gonna write her a crazy
he gonna
note.
write her a note. Like, if he's like upset with you, he might write you a note. Like, he got that level of emotional intelligence. So like, it was. I just could see my son doing that. Like, he's expressing his anger with you in a very educated, written way.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing it speaks to is like sometimes it's a lot of like unrealistic expectations placed on kids, like especially like in a school setting. Like at 6, do I really like expect you to like not talk to somebody in the classroom?
No, I don't.
Like how like the whole time. Like I don't even know like I can't, like Ash is 6, bro. Like I can't get him to stop talking at all. Like even when I don't want to talk to him, like he's gonna talk to you. Like even like you damn near gotta be to the point of like threatening him to get him to not talk. And then even in that, like he's still gonna talk.
He's gonna still talk.
Yeah, like he gonna talk. Like he gonna have something to say. He gonna have like some smart remark or like some like he never not talking, bro. Like even if it's just like, man, I'm bored. Like even if we supposed to be quiet, like not doing that, like man, he'd be like, man, this is boring. Like I don't like he's never not talking, bro, at all. So like I can only imagine like in school, like there's other kids, like if they had the expectation of him to like not talk, like they gonna call every day.
Right.
Like every single day. Like, bro, what? Like and then like they 6, yo. So like I'm gonna talk about anything and everything.
Yeah, that sucks on that side of it as a parent. Like, yo, would my kid get in trouble for today? Talking? 6 years old talking? But I think, like, going back to just what he wrote, man, he was grinding her ass up.
Yeah, he was
and he
going
said,
crazy.
yo, you going to hell. Real hell.
Yeah,
like, you know, when kids start putting that real on it, like, yo, you going to real die.
Yeah. And they don't even be like knowing.
Right, like he said when we went, he'd go to Catholic school or something. He was like,
Right.
man, when we went to chapel today, my only prayer is that you go to hell faster.
Right.
Yo,
He was tight about them Jones.
bro,
man.
he was about to crucify her himself. He was like, I
Yeah,
pray
he
that
was-
you go faster.
He was over it. He was burnt out. She took his bugs.
He called you a thief
And a crook.
And a crook, like it. You got to think about it. That's how we look. That's how we feel with the law sometimes. It's like, damn, you ain't gonna lock me up, but you gonna take X,
Right.
Y, and Z from me. Like you a thief, you know.
Nah.
He equated that. Like he took it like she was gonna go spend the hummingbird bucks.
Yeah, because she was. Listen, they went out of my pocket back to hers.
Yo,
Listen, man, she repossessed his bucks. He wasn't having that.
You a
He
thief
needed his
and a
bucks.
crook.
He needed his bucks back, bro.
and you going to real hell.
Bro.
Real hell.
Young boy was wilding, bro.
Yo, he was letting her have it. Yo, and
Like I don't even like as a parent, like even like if I had to go sit in that meeting, it's gonna be so hard for me not to laugh, bro. Like if the teacher just pulled out the note and was like, "This what the note say," like I'm gonna laugh, bro.
listen, we might as well just give him an English grade for that letter. Like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. I'm just gonna have to leave out the meeting. Cause like
It was real bad.
yeah, no, it was crazy. But off kids on some marriage type time. So you know, like on the internet, there's been this whole thing going on with like it was just like wild anyway with like Michael Jordan's son dating Scottie Pippen ex-wife. So like now they like engaged to like get married. So. Which is like nasty work, yo. This is like all super nasty work. And so they was having a conversation on the internet about like whether when they get married, like is their last name gonna be hyphenated? Like is she gonna be like Larsa Pippen Jordan, or is she just gonna be like Larsa Jordan? Going from Pippen to Jordan is wild. So like basically like you know his son Michael Jordan's son was saying like when they get married, you know is her last name gonna be Jordan. Like it's not gonna be no hyphenated. It's gonna be Jordan. So yeah, bro. What's up with that?
No, I wanted to just make a statement before I answer your question. Is like, it's so crazy that they were two teammates. Like, you could have probably damn near been his godmom.
That's he probably his nephew, bro.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
if we like that's like your kids. They like my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My niece and nephew. Like if we teammates for long, like that's Neff. I seen Neff come up from a small age.
That make her a super predator, yo. But I wanted to just.
She be getting by anyone anyway. What?
I couldn't let that joint roll off me. My fault. Normally, I be having my laugh resistance on.
Like she for the streets, bro.
Nah, man, it's crazy. What I wanted to say was, you got to think about it. This is how wealthy Jordan is. That like a descendant of Jordan is more wealthy than Pippen. And Pippen, no scrub, he a top 50 NBA player all
I don't
time.
even know if it's just he more wealthy. Like she just don't want to be with Scotty no more.
She making him look bad.
But like she was with Future, bro.
I would prefer you be with Future.
What
than
I'm
to
saying
be
is
with Jordan.
she trying to turn up and get activated. Young boy look a kind of like a little bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even say that. Damir, bleep that, please.
He a lick, bro.
Yeah, he looked like you could get over on him. Like he looked like he going for all of that, bro. Like that's just a crazy thing. But back to like what they were saying about like the last names, like yeah, I'm not marrying no chick. She got to take my last name. Like we're not hyphenating nothing, unless like you like prominent, like a prominent figure with your name. Then you got to take my name. Like we're not doing that, and we definitely not. You definitely can't keep your ex-husband name. Like that's where we draw the line at that.
I got an uncle that said every woman that he ever married kept the Mobley last name.
He must have been.
He got three ex-wives. He said all three of them kept the last name.
Listen, they held him. Did they remarry?
None of them remarried.
Well, see, if they don't remarry, that's different. Like my mom, when she left my sister's dad, they was married. She kept his last name until she got married to my dad. But like Like, and it's all like ultra nasty work. Like my brother and sister had the same last name, but they don't have the same dad.
Well,
Right. But that was my mom's last name at the time. So it's like, if you, this ultra nasty works, but that was her last name at the time because she never gave the name back.
right. I think I'm in the process of, like, I want everybody in my house to be a Mobley, and I'm in the process of still trying to, like, accomplish that. But, you know,
Yeah. So like, but I mean, like, that's how, like, that's just how it go. But when my mom married my dad, like, she didn't like keep her ex-husband's last name.
yeah.
You're just gonna get a new last name. Like if you remarry, like you just gonna have to get a new last name. Some people be having like 40 last names.
You know what else is crazy about this news on this Michael Jordan's son and Scottie Pippen ex-wife thing? He gonna ask his pop to be his best man because he was his pop best man. So he was Michael Jordan best man. So imagine
Scotty was his best man too. On the court.
on the court.
On the
is
court.
crazy.
That was his best man.
Like you putting Michael Jordan in a weird position, bro.
Not really though.
Not really.
What weird position he in?
My son is marrying my.
He don't bang with Scotty like that, bro.
All right.
And Scotty don't bang with him like that. You know, Scotty be talking crazy, talking about how Michael Jordan was a terrible basketball player. He be on there talking crazy. You don't be seeing?
Yeah, it be hate. He be trying to say LeBron better than Mike.
Right, LeBron better than Mike. Mike was a terrible basketball player. He not a team player. He was talking crazy about him. And Mike talk and he ain't like the way Mike presented him in the Last Dance.
Why? Because he told the truth about him not wanting to get in and take that last shot.
Yeah, he didn't like that, bro. Scotty felt like it made him look. They don't bang with each other, bro. So now that my son is ex-wife up, it don't even matter, bro. Like,
Long chair.
listen, and Mike petty, so Mike gonna be up there. Listen, Mike take what he say. I took it personal. He gonna take everything personal. You in the media slandering me. Now we gonna go walk down this aisle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be standing there with my
You
son.
gonna hand him the rings?
Yeah, handing the rings. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the
Damn,
rings.
that's crazy. Mike loaded the rings.
Yeah, cuz.
Why Mike loaded the rings like that, bro?
Listen, that's what happened, cuz. Watch who you play with.
He ain't the one.
You know what I'm saying? It get different for you out here. So, now I'm just going to throw you to the wolves. How you feel about women taking up all the emotional space in a relationship?
All right, so I was watching a video from tonight's conversations. I like their content, bro, and throw them a little oop. I like their content, and
They need to throw us a oop.
yeah, for sure. They killing it though, and they coming to Philly soon. I don't know if you wanted to make that a trip or not, but so they were talking about like, why can a man take what he give out? So they were talking about like the cheating and like it's not that. And then it got to the point where he was just saying like, women hog up their emotional space in relationships where like you can't even be emotional if you wanted to, or you can't even, it spoke to us having that conversation about bandwidth.
Right.
Like you don't even have the bandwidth to hold my emotional issues if you have emotional issues. And it just spoke to like men always being closed in and not talking and not letting anything out. Like I think it's kind of true. Like, because it's even the perception, like women don't like a complaining man. Well, I may not be complaining. I might want to vent to you from an emotional standpoint. I'm experiencing something emotionally, but you're now a complainer. Now you're not doing an action or something. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of a fact, though. Like, they hog. It's not, I don't even know if it's intentional. Some of it is something that maybe a woman may or may not be doing, but also it's the perception that you're a man and you don't supposed to feel and you're not supposed to, be all emotional and stuff like that. But the reality is, you always say it, we human. Like it's impossible to think things don't affect somebody or, people aren't going through things. But it just speaks to like, we have different roles in each other's lives. Like, you would want your, we be loving unconditionally. We might want somebody to be there emotionally for us, but that's not normally what's offered, all the time. And I do think there is some limited space there for how much you can go forward with like your emotional struggles.
I mean, that's true. I mean, it's just because some women are like, just are very emotional. Like,
Right.
you have your women out here that's like not super emotional, but you got like you got a lot of women out here that's very emotional, and like you can't have there's no room for two emotional
People.
people in a relationship.
But is that fair?
I mean, what if it goes the other way though?
Other way,
Like, what if the dude is mad emotional?
Yeah, look how he's perceived. We had a reaction.
We just talked about that, right?
Yeah.
So
She was unattracted to him, called him a beta, and she wasn't sexually
But what-
aroused. She wasn't sexually aroused
yeah,
because
she was wilding.
she wasn't sexually aroused because he cried too much.
She was acting crazy. But what if she was open to that though? Do you think like she would feel away?
Then she-
Like, it's women out here that like will promote like a man like coming and crying to them and stuff like that. Like, those women like exist. I'm not gonna say like they exist in the masses, but they exist. Like, I've encountered it. Because like not to be like overly emotional, but like I'm an emotional like I'm
yeah.
I'm an emotional person. So like I'm I'm tapped into my emotions. So like so like I've had space, like I've dealt with both. I've dealt with women like, yo, like, why you always, you know what I'm saying? And like I've dealt with women that's like, no, like, you could come over here and cry on my shoulder and lean. Like, some women are like inviting of it. So it's just like, I guess it will really like you say, like the bandwidth, like how we was having the conversation on the other episode, and you was talking about like taking things off your wife so then she could have more bandwidth. Do you like, if you were to like take things off of her, which would then lower her emotional responses down, do you think that you could be more open emotionally?
I think it's a want to. I think it's a bandwidth thing a little bit, but it's like,
Some women don't want to deal with that.
yeah, like I've been, I know people probably think I talk a lot now, but before I was a talker, I was a mute, like, and I was very silent, and I was a good listener, and I was like, a lot of people rock, and then I
Right.
got good at talking, at like giving advice and making suggestions. Like, if you got like that type of personality where you used to holding people down and being a rock,
Right.
it's gonna just present itself. Now, if you ain't never been that person, or you was the person that always had a bunch of rocks, you may not know how to reciprocate that.
Having a bunch of rocks is crazy. Like, what kind of rocks, bro? Good.
It's a metaphor for having
I know,
friends
bro.
that are there for you in tough times.
All right. Thought you was talking about Bobby Brown. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, I was just saying, like, it's a want to. Like, you know how they say in basketball, like, defense is an effort thing. It's not a skill thing. You got to put the effort in to be a good defender. You got to put the effort in to be
Emotionally tapped in with your partner.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, because that's another thing. Like, people feed off a person's emotion, so like you feel every emotion. Like like if you're in the house and like your wife come in from having a bad day, without her saying anything, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel her energy, and then like in turn, like it's gonna cause you to have some sort of emotion about it, whether that's like if her energy is like just standoffish or lashing out, like you're gonna have an emotion, like, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna feel something. So like I think like you feel everybody's energy. So you're right. So like some people might not want to feel that energy. Like if I'm happy and like you're sad, and then like you come in and you're sad, like now it's gonna make me sad, but I might not want to be sad today.
Right.
So like that's what you're saying. Like as far as like effort,
It's a want to. Like I tell my wife, you absorb a lot, and I have to be careful how much I express my stress, because you'll get stressed too, just absorbing what I'm giving you.
Right.
I just seen her be on phones with her girlfriends, and like after she get off the phone, it's almost like it's her problem.
yeah, that's right. That's what I was saying.
You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes you be in a good mood and somebody got a cloud over them, and it's like, hey, I don't want to be around that negativity. You ruining the vibe. You know, we live in this time where it's all about vibe, but like I'm a real person going through a real thing,
Right.
and you're unavailable because you're worrying about protecting your vibe.
Yeah.
You know, we have like a very self-centered time we're in. Like we just all taking care of self when we was really sitting down here to take care of each other. You know,
Absolutely.
you talk about relationships where like people may not think that that's the part of their role or like that's a part of the benefit of being with somebody. You know, like go talk to your friends. Well, I don't sleep in the same bed with my friends. I don't share the same
Right.
X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z with my friends. My friends didn't come up here and say these vows to me neither.
Facts.
But imagine like having to compartmentalize like how you operate because somebody don't have all these thresholds that you might need as a person, and then be like yearning for that, and now needing to like get a therapist or get a
Oh, I thought you was about to take us far left.
oh, you got to go get a side biddy.
Yeah, dog. Gotta get you a little side piece or something.
No,
That's how people be having side pieces.
Yeah.
You know, people be out here cheating emotionally too, man. They just like go see their side chick and just dump their emotions on them.
Right.
Don't even give them no. So yeah, in other news, there was a YouTuber that left a baby in an apartment in the UK alone to go party for 6 days.
You seen that, John?
Yeah, I seen that, John. And
Was it 6 days?
I think it was 6 days. Yeah, and the child died of starvation. You know, rest in peace to the child. What makes you do something like that?
Totally go from laughing to this burying kids. This
Just had to
podcast
get
is
us up
crazy.
out of where I was taking us.
Yeah, so just playing it back, yeah, there was a video. The young lady, she was a younger mom, early 20s, YouTuber. She straight up left the kid in the apartment with no other adults, nothing, and went out and partied. They have
Her
video of her.
birthday and all of that.
It was her
Yeah.
birthday. They had video of her leaving and coming back. The kicker is that once she was investigated, they had said that she had did that like 4 or 5 other times, and the kid just happened to survive.
Did she
where-
like think the baby was a cat?
I don't know, man. I think it's like mental, bro. Like I just think it's like we said,
Everybody ain't meant to have kids, bro.
it's a fact.
Like,
And the thing is, it's only considered manslaughter, which I think is murder. It was only considered manslaughter, and I think she about to do like 9 years. 9 years for intentionally neglecting and leaving your kid to die, because that's essentially what you did. I don't know if 9 years is enough. And I'm not even the jail guy. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy that's like real big, like everything is go to jail. But is 9 years enough time for you to sit here and leave like an infant, leave an infant in the house while you go party? For days? For days? 9 years is enough for that? Because it's such a calculated decision. Like you packed a bag, you dress warm. You know what I mean? Like
right? Probably no. 9 years is not. 9 years is not enough time.
what would you get if you intentionally drowned a baby in a bathtub? What would you get? Life?
Intentionally?
Yeah, like if I just went,
Yeah.
you would get life.
Yeah, but because like, see, and that's the funny thing about the law. Like, the law has maximum and minimum sentencing guidelines. So if the maximum amount of time for manslaughter is 9 years, like say this was like a 3 to 9 or something, like minimum time, this the maximum time. I can't sentence you outside of the maximum time. Like, like if like murder one is maximum, like some of them minimum places, like intentional murder is 25 to life, 20 minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like minimum 25 years, life maximum sentence. Some like I think PA murder one is mandatory life sentence. Period. If you get convicted of murder one, but it's just hard to prove intent. Like she got to get manslaughter because you can't say like, yo, my goal was to kill my baby.
Right.
It's more negligent than anything. So it becomes manslaughter because of the negligent nature of it, because of the negligent aspect of it, because I didn't intentionally do it. Like,
Yeah. I'm not really trying to hear it, yo.
I understand. I hear that.
But then, it makes you want to know, like, where was dad? Where was her parents? Where were, like, where are these support systems in the village at? Because somebody knew that she was not right.
That's a fact.
But you still, like, if she ain't willing to give up her baby or drop her baby off, like, it was no way of protecting that baby, yo. It was just it's no way to protect that baby. If she wasn't willing, like, yeah, mom, just watch the baby. I got to go out for my birthday. I miss my life. All right, cool. Drop the baby off. You know, versus like you just going through it alone and there's nobody else involved, or you then ran away your support system. Clearly, you wasn't with the man because no man was living there.
Right.
Like, I just like.
Yeah, it's just all like it's just all like a thing that you just shouldn't do, bro. Like, I don't know what goes through your mind in that. Like I said, like, what did she like think? Like the kid was a cat or something? Like you're gonna, like, the kid has to eat. Like, where's the kid going to the bathroom?
They said the baby died of starvation, cause of death of starvation, and they said it had like severe case of like diaper rash.
Yeah, like, you know, like in your right mind, like, I wouldn't be comfortable like going outside and just leaving a kid in the house under a certain age. Like, even if you gotta run outside, like, you probably like just carry the kid with you outside and then come back, unless they like strapped to like a car seat or something, or like in a high chair or something. But like to like go somewhere for days, never do that. Like, why would you even think to do that? Like it's crazy.
It's sad because
like you gotta think, like, kids kill themselves on accident, like in the house. Like, you could be in the house right now, like, and like Osa as a baby, like as a baby, or Manny or any little baby, like, could just like throw a penny in their mouth and choke to death. Like, and that's what you there. Like, you gonna leave and go somewhere for a week?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, for a whole entire week? It's crazy. What the baby would have just rolled over on his stomach and couldn't roll back over?
Yeah, to me, that's the intent. Like, you went somewhere.
Yeah, but it's hard to prove intent because intent.
What do you mean? She booked the ticket to be away.
No, but I didn't intend for the baby to die. The baby could die.
I'm about to say, what did you expect the baby to do?
It's hard to, bro. People get manslaughter for like killing people driving drunk. I drove drunk. I didn't intend to kill somebody, but I did. You can't. It's just listen, man. It's loopholes, bro. It's the law, legal system. It's loopholes and all of that.
I'm about to be a lawyer. Okay.
Listen, that's what happened. What about, you know, the boy that remember the limo driver that got killed, the Jason Williams, the basketball boy who played for the Nets. Remember, he killed the limo driver in the house, playing with the shotgun. He was twirling the shotgun, showing him the shotgun. The shotgun went off, boom, killed the limo driver. I think he got manslaughter or something for that. He didn't get like first degree murder because like I didn't intentionally try to kill you. I was playing with a gun and the gun went off, and that's what happened.
Sad thing is, like, what did you think was going to happen playing with a gun?
I don't expect the trigger to go off.
All right. People, what they expect and what I expect to just...
I know you're a thinker. That's why you get the big bucks.
Shut up, yo. What else we got, man?
This is a super wild video. There was a lady. Well, there was a guy that was recording it, but the lady was talking. And they basically was having a disagreement because the lady stole the money out of his account to go buy tickets to the Beyonce show. So he was like, why would you go buy the tickets to the Beyonce show knowing I needed that money for my daughter's surgery? And she basically was saying, like, you know, I wanted to go to the show. Like, why you should have just took me to the show. Like, that's not really my problem. And basically, like, ended up telling him, like, you know, you should, like, take that up with your baby mom. So...
Yo, imagine stealing some money out my account and telling me I need to take it up with another person that had nothing to do with the theft of the money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's very insensitive, man. I just think, like, sometimes you just have to work. You have to, like, be more mindful. Like, you operate like a parent, and then sometimes you might be dating somebody that don't operate with that same type of priorities. So, like, you don't even know what that money is for, or nor should I like have to tell you what it's for. You almost like stealing from me. For like,
it's definitely stealing. It's not like almost stealing. Like,
yeah,
if you take something without my consent, like that young boy said, it's stealing. You're a thief and a crook.
you should go to hell.
Yeah, the real hell.
And I'm gonna pray to go to hell for you faster.
Absolutely. I mean, it just really speaks to like you just kind of gotta watch like who you deal with or like who you in relationships with. Like everybody's not really like built to be like a step parent. Like everybody don't care. Like it's a lot. Like it's more rare to have a step parent that operate in the way like me and you operate than like the regulars. Like a lot of step parents be operating like that, bro. Like if we being honest, like a lot of people really like don't really particularly care for like other people's like kids.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it has to do with like when you don't have kids, everything, all the attention and all the focus is still on you.
Right.
And now you have to deal with a person that has to put a person before you, and you don't have to do that for them. So like the exchange is kind of weird. We should probably talk about that more. Like the exchange is different. All right, you a guy, I got a kid. You a woman, you don't have a kid. Well, you suck it to my kid.
Right.
And then you get crazy because it's like, oh yeah, by way of the kid, there's another woman. So now you feel like the other woman and the kid is above you, and you sitting here trying to be with me. So it's like a level of attention that's like you don't get. Like I'm saving up for my kid to have heart surgery, and not worrying that you're a part of the Beehive, and you want to go see Beyonce concert, and you took it upon yourself to take the money out of the account that was for a heart surgery to go.
I might just have to catch a domestic, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I know we don't really like condone like beating up women, but like sometimes some people just need their ass kicked, bro. Like and in that situation, like listen, it's not even like it's like layered. So like it's not even just like you stole the money, cool. That's not cool, but let's say cool, you stole the money. I confronted you about it, and you basically was just like. Yeah. So like, yeah, now it's gonna lead to hands on. Like you can't say that to my face. You get what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, yo, you took this money, it's for my kid's heart surgery, and you like, man, what? Going up top. Listen, man. Listen, at some point, like I'm just saying, like that's real, bro. Like that's real. Like I said, like in no way do we like condone that, but. In that situation, it's hard to stop.
The relationship's over, right?
Yes. I mean, this going to be over anyway once I...
Yo, you got to stop saying you going to beat up people, yo. They're going to clip this up crazy. They only going to have that part.
Hey, yo, but no, we got the receipts. I got the whole episode. I'm just going to launch a unsmear campaign. When they launch the smear campaign, I got to...
Yeah, stop saying that. Yeah,
all right, man. I'm just...
Listen, your pops, your brother... Your cousin, somebody had to line that shit up, though. You know what I mean?
Right there in that moment, face to face, when you tell me, it's already lined up, bro. That's it, man. Listen, people done got clipped for less.
People are insensitive, and people don't have the same priorities as you. You know, like, and I think, like I said, we should probably talk about that a lot more, man. Like the person that doesn't have a kid has no idea, to how like second they may feel or be, and they might think they could do it until they start experiencing it. Then my car broke down around Christmas, and that was between, all right, I'm gonna got a couple $100. Either I'm gonna get my kids something or I'm gonna get my girl something.
Right.
I'm gonna go get my girl something. So now you just went out something on Christmas. All your girlfriends got Louis bags.
No, which is nutty.
And now you mad, and now it's all this energy for me.
Right, that's all it's.
Why we not flexible like that? Where is our level of like understanding that? Like if you can't Instagram it no more, they don't want it, bro. They don't want it,
man. It's around, man. You just gotta find You gotta find the people that's not like gravitating towards the social media thing, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get people that live in the real world and not on the internet.
All right.
You're gonna run into that. So what's up, man? What's your new dad tip for the week?
Yeah. I don't even know what I was thinking. Hold on.
Said that the winter is coming.
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to put this out here because I had a whole conversation with Kurt Holloway, shout out to Kurt, about when you put your kids in the car in the winter in the car seats, talking about smaller kids, that you're not supposed to try to put them in the car seat with their winter coats on. because it provides like a bigger barrier than they really are.
Right.
And the straps are not actually as tight as they can be. So it's almost like if you was to get into an accident, they would slip out of the car seat because they're not really that big. Like if you know how like first down jackets
Yeah,
used to make you feel like
right.
real puffy?
Yeah.
So don't put your kid in no car seat with no big puffy coat on. Take that extra time, let them be cold for that extra 30 seconds, take their coats off and put them in the car seat so that the straps and stuff could be like actually on them.
Oh, what if you got a squatter and don't got no heat?
Well, then you put the jacket layered on top of them like a blanket.
Oh, all right, cool.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to.
No. I'm agreeing with you, bro.
I used to have to like.
I never did that before though. I just used to just adjust the straps to fit the coat.
Yeah, but when you think about that, dang, he not really this big. Like the coat is puffy. Like he not really
Right.
up here. He's actually down here. You know what I mean? It's a thing though. You don't want the damn. I used the car seat, but I used it wrong, and in an accident, you know, your kid don't make it or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, use the car seat properly in the wintertime. If they gotta walk outside to the car without their jacket on for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, they'll be fine. But don't put them in that car seat with that big old winter coats. Everybody got these coat drives. Coats be big as hell, like we live in Alaska or something.
Listen, all my coats like that.
Yeah. The whole seatbelt operation be useless.
We appreciate the tip. So you want to get in? So we starting this new segment called Dear Lou and Dre.
Oh yeah, they starting to write us.
Yeah, where
we've been
people
putting,
like-
we've been putting that out there for a long time, man. They finally started to hit us.
Right. So let's get into it, bro.
Is this the Ray John? All right. So Dear Lou and Dre, this is from Razor Ray. This is actually my barber. Recently we were talking about how on SEPTA, like, you know, airplanes, people have like air marshals to protect the pilots and the crew. And like I was saying, like how you drive buses and like there's nobody to protect you on the bus or the passengers. Like y'all don't have bus marshals. You know what I mean?
Right.
But recently, a SEPTA driver was killed, and I
Right.
wanted to get your take on that just from a safety standpoint. You ain't really got to dive into the SEPTA policy parts of it, but just how does it make you feel like to like leave the house and could possibly die at work and you're not like a cop?
I mean, it's scary. You know, first and foremost, the operator's name was Bernard Gribben. So, like, rest in peace to him, and, you know, condolences to his friends and his family. I don't know him personally, but, you know, we do the same job. We work for the same company. We do the same job every day. You know, it's scary. It's like, you know, you never think about nothing. Like, I've never personally, like, not until that happened, ever really thought about, like, if, you know, like today would be my last day, like putting this uniform on, and then like I'm, you know, not gonna make it home. So, you know, like it's eye opening. But you know, like that's what happens when, you know, you deal with the public. When you deal with the public, you kind of open to anything. It's, you know, like especially like you in these certain neighborhoods, you in these certain environments, you know, you like more susceptible to that. Like I seen something that like also too, like with like social workers, they be like, we be in the same hoods that the criminals be in, we just got manila folders and that's it. Like if you gonna go in these environments, like you open to that. And like I said, like going to work every day, I never thought about it. Like I never thought, like it never really crossed my mind, like today this can happen or today this may happen.
Or you might expect, like you on the road, so you might expect like car accident or like vehicular.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but that's like that's regular. You know, like
that's your immediate danger, but you don't expect to get shot and killed. So I didn't do the good job of it, but could you like describe the incident and like what happened?
It was the Route 23 bus in the morning. Passenger got on. Passenger had a gun. From my understanding and what was like put out there, like it wasn't really a word exchange between the operator and the passenger. And the operator just started shooting. Not the operator. The passenger just started shooting at the operator.
At the operator. Not
Again,
even at the
not even at the passengers on the bus. Just at the operator. Got off, shot at the operator again. Went back, got her bag, and left.
Well, she was somebody it was a she, right?
Yeah, she was a she.
She was riding the bus, or that was her first actual time getting on. Like she was just.
I think she was already on the bus, and then, however, like I don't know if she was on the bus for a long period of time. That wasn't really specified, but she went back on the bus to get a bag, so I just assumed she was already on the bus.
Yeah, it's sad stuff, you know. Prayers to the family and friends, and rest in peace. Like, you know, you don't never think, like I just saying, like you don't think like I can die at work today. Like, you know, it's bad enough we have jobs that are like that, like firefighters or police or military folks. You know, they can die actually doing their job, or I don't know, whatever other jobs that are like quote unquote dangerous.
Right, where you sign up to actually do something dangerous.
Something dangerous, or like something that like violent, or like that could be gruesomely violent. You know what I mean? You don't think, hey, I drive a bus, I could be the victim of gun violence today.
Yeah, not like a random act of violence like that. Especially like if it was unprovoked, how they said it was unprovoked, then that's like different. Like
Right.
if you provoke an argument and then you escalate an argument, you kind of expect that. So, you know, like you try to do your best to de-escalate a situation, try to not get into a situation, avoid it. This more so seems like something that was unavoidable, which makes it even more worrisome. You get what I'm saying? Because like there was nothing he could have did to prevent. Like, what would he have done differently in that situation to prevent it? If you know what I'm saying, like if it's a situation where like I'm getting into an altercation with somebody, you can opt to de-escalate the altercation or escalate the altercation depending on how it goes. Now that might save your life, it might not save your life. It depends. But if it's a situation that's totally unprovoked and this is just where it ends up at, like that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
No, I appreciate that, you know. And hey, Razor Ray, thanks for the question, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, Razor.
I guess we at the end of this one, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We gave y'all extra time today.
We appreciate all the love and support, man. Keep writing us questions. We'll get to y'all questions, and until next time.
Absolutely.
Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful, and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad.
More than a dad, more than a dad.